You don't technically need this car. You say that out loud to yourself. You say, I have no space. You say, I'm just looking. Then you click. Then you zoom in on photo number 87 and whisper, oh no. Then you text a friend, the one who always enables you. You say to yourself, this is the last one, knowing it is not. You don't need this car. But maybe, just maybe, this car needs you. Bring a trailer. It's never just a car.
I turned off news altogether.
I hate to say it, but I don't trust much of anything.
It's the rage bait.
It feels like it's trying to divide people.
If we got clear facts, maybe we can calm down a little.
NBC News brings you clear reporting. Let's meet at the facts. Let's move forward from there. NBC News, reporting for America.
1, 2, 3, 4. Monster movie.
Fun time, go! Monster movie.
Fun time, go. Monster
Movie.
Fun time.
Go!
Monster movie. Fun time, go.
With Precious D and Honeybee.
Fun time, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, welcome to Monster Movie Fun Time Go. I'm your host, Precious D. My regular co-host, Honeybee, is busy with school stuff this week, so I have a guest host, my brother, Pretentious D. Delano, welcome back to the show, Delano.
Thanks. Great to be back.
Today we're talking about a real flaming crap burger.
Oh, boy. Woof.
From 2019, God Raiga versus King Ohga. War of the Monsters. This is the third out of 4 of these films by Shinpai Hayashiya.
Ooh, okay.
He is the writer and director.
Damn. Glad I've only seen one.
Initial thoughts and feelings.
Woof, this is bad. I mean, this is like a master class on how not to make a film.
Yeah.
It's... Now, to be fair, it's filmed in Japanese and there are subtitles.
Yeah.
So there may be certain subtleties. I think there was some attempt at social satire that I may or may not have gotten. So, not being a Japanese speaker, but it's just a mess. I mean,
yeah.
Is the opening sequence, was that all just clips from the previous
Yes.
film?
Yeah. No, from the first film.
From the first. So this is the third.
Yeah.
And they spend like the first, 5 or 10 minutes just giving us clips from the first film.
Yeah.
And I still don't know what happened in the first film. I mean,
let's see.
We see a kaiju fighting, and we see a battleship Yamato.
Yes. The first one is Raigo, this asshole.
Uh-huh.
One of the monsters is Reigo.
Okay.
And the other one is Raiga.
Okay.
Rigo and Raiga.
Okay.
Just don't. That's some Sauron Saruman level bullshit there.
Yeah.
Just don't do that. Anyway, that one was from back in 2005.
Okay.
They're all bad, but that one's the most interesting.
Okay.
Because it's the battleship Yamato,
right,
fighting a kaiju, and that's the real reason it sank.
Which either history and or anime fans will be familiar with the battleship Yamato, being as it was a real Japanese battleship, the biggest battleship ever built at the time, unfortunately, built at a time when battleships were no longer relevant, and instead aircraft carriers were more important than battleships. It was actually sunk in World War II, but then
by a kaiju.
The Star Blazers,
yes,
in the Japanese anime, rehabilitated the Yamamoto and turned it into a spaceship, which they then flew to the planet Iskandar to beat the Gamelons in the great anime Star Blazers. I don't know what it was in Japanese, but it was perhaps the first anime that I ever saw as a kid.
Yeah.
And I now have a model of the Yamamoto upstairs.
Did you ever watch the live action version?
I haven't yet. No.
Okay, I've got it around here somewhere.
Okay. Anyway,
then the second one was Raiga, God of Monsters, and I think Raiga fights Rigo in that one.
Okay.
And now this is God Raiga versus King Ohga. War of the Monsters, and then there's a teaser at the end for the next one, which has been made. It came out in 2023. War of the Ninja Monsters. Geron versus Gura.
Okay,
So
the
we
guys-
got two new monsters, but I think one of them is meant to be the two monsters from this movie were smushed together.
Yeah, there was a weird thing at the end about them having the same DNA.
Yeah.
Although they said it was a 98% match, which is not the same DNA.
No, we have 98% with like chimps and mice and shit.
Not mice, but chimps.
Okay.
But we've probably got like 90% or 95% with mice. But yes, 98% is not even the same species, much less the same creature.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's look at our cast here.
Okay.
We have oh good God. There's a lot of people listed here. Makoto Inamaya as Commander Kito. He was in the previous movie, I believe.
Yes, because he was shamed in the previous movie. And
Anko Hayashiya as Nakagawa. Wasabi Yanagiya as Miyazaki. Isamu Agu as First Secretary Honda. Socho Shunputai as Special Forces Commander Samajima. Hanji Yanagaya as Colonel Ari. Tomanosku Gomiro. Doesn't say who they play. Keyotaro Yanagiya as Ministry of Defense Counselor Kora. Bunzamon Tachibana as Japanese Prime Minister. Hikoichi Hayashiya as Yasuda. Tonkin Sayute as Yoshida. Oh, it's Yashida and Yoshi. Yasuda and Yoshida. Okay, are the characters. Pikari Sunputai as Minato Defense Force soldier. Kagome Yanagiya and Kazu Agumi. Doesn't say who they play. Emmy Nix as Captain Emmy. Tomo Nix as Tomo. Zu Nishikawa as Nishikawa. Come on, guys. Bunch more people listed with no characters next to them. So I'm not going to read them all. Then Mark Jaramillo as David Hall as David Hall as CIA agents.
Right.
Robert Scott Field as onlooker in Honolulu. Jessica Etchells, Kyle Yount as soldier. Ari Hayashiya, Hiromichi Ibita as Raiga, and Yutaki Ari and Nofumi Kanamori as Ohga. The one thing I do appreciate about this movie is that they built suits, but they're just in front of a green screen.
Right.
There's not any what Honeybee calls a little toy town.
Right. There's no toy town for them to blow up.
And everything's in the dark and everything's very zoomed in so that we can hide that there's no real set or anything.
There's a lot of... So it goes between the human characters in very small office spaces, very poorly furnished small office spaces, talking about the action that's going to happen or has happened. And then these action scenes that are very close up. So there's never... A lot of stuff blows up.
Yeah.
And we have these kaiju doing something, but it's never clear exactly who's winning and who's losing.
Yeah.
There's no sense of... Good action should be character.
Yeah.
Right? It should advance the character. It should advance their relationships. Good action reveals things. We don't know... I never felt which of the two kaiju we should be rooting for. If we should be rooting for either of them, should be rooting for the humans. There was no sense there was no sense of consequences to any of the action.
No, and there's way too much human shit, and it's boring human shit.
Yes,
I can't. Sometimes it's hard to tell when people are in it performing in another language if they're doing a good job or not.
Right.
So it seemed like everybody was competent. Except for the English speakers.
Except for the English speakers. I also was amused that the CIA agents apparently were the Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Or at least were dressed as
Blues Brothers, but they could only afford one hat.
Yeah. This is true.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, the costuming for the humans. I mean, there was a couple kaiju suits that were fine. But...
That guy's shirt did not fit at all.
No.
The larger CIA agent, he looked like he needed an extra large shirt and was wearing a 3X large shirt.
Yeah. Well, and what passed for military uniforms amongst the human characters were just bad.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, so brand new. Show me all the things PDFs can do. Do your work with ease and speed. PDF Spaces is all you need. Do hours of research in an instant with key insights from an AI assistant. Pick a template with a click. Now your prezzo looks super slick. Close that deal? Yeah, you won. Do that, doing that, did that, done. Now you can do that with Acrobat. Now you can do that with the all-new Acrobat. It's time to do your best work with the all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio.
Once upon a mundane morning, Barb's day got busy without warning. A realtor in need of an open house sign. No, 50 of them, and designed before 9.
My head hurts.
Any mighty tools to help with this plight? Aha! Barb made her move. She opened Canva and got in the groove.
Bulk creating Canva sheets. Create 50 signs fit for suburban streets.
Done in a click, all complete.
Sweet!
Now, imagine what your dreams can become when you put imagination to work at canva.com.
Yeah, very poor quality sets and costuming. Oof. Yeah.
Well, we've got a plot here such as it is. Maybe it'll make more sense. This is from Wikizilla.
Okay.
Wikipedia couldn't be bothered. Thank you, Wikizilla. 3 years after his campaign against Raiga, Commander Kito leads his subordinates into their new base, which is disguised as a toilet, in Atami Castle in Tokyo. The Prime Minister summons First Secretary Honda, who reveals that a ground gap discovered between Atami indicates a kaiju will attack soon. Kito, as he did in Asakura, is sure to devastate the city with his counterattack. He sees an opportunity for the Prime Minister to complete his pet casino project during the rebuilding efforts. I guess this was some of the social commentary.
Yeah.
They're like, that guy's going to trash the whole city. But wait,
right?
We need some demolition so I can build a casino.
If we launch this nuclear missile at the coast of California, then all the land that I own will now become beachfront property. I thought that was one of the few interesting things about this that I put down. This idea that somebody, in a world where kaiju exist, that some evil capitalists would try to exploit kaiju for their own benefit.
Oh, sure.
So I thought that was interesting, but it wasn't really followed through enough. There wasn't enough development. No. It was just kind of thrown out there.
The JSDF soon detects 2 enormous heat signatures in the Atami area. Honda encourages Counselor Kohara to let Kito have free rein during the coming battle. A subterranean monster, Ohga, derails a Shinkansen in Atami. I guess it's a train. Followed by a bonefish attack during a fireworks show. That's a thing in this world. There's all these bonefish there.
Oh, okay.
They're kind of harbingers. Kito mobilizes his troops after seeing a video of Ohga on the news, and the beast heads towards Raiga, who has made landfall at Sun Beach. 2 CIA agents attempt to contact them with information, only to find that none of them speak English.
Right.
And head to Atami in an Osprey. As police and emergency responders struggle to evacuate Atami, Kohara arrives and encourages Kito to raise the city. Kito's subordinates, Nakagawa and Miyazaki, are aghast, but he is all too eager to launch an all-out attack, starting with the battleship Atami Samurai. Neither monster is affected, and Raiga quickly sinks the ship. Ohga dispatches a tank column with a shower of sparks while Raiga rampages through the city. A new kamikaze tank targets Ohga with an electric cannon, but the monster's light-bending abilities foil it. One of Kito's old friends, Yasuda, offers him use of a top-secret drill-nosed mine excavator, Gokume 2. Following Ohga underground, it draws blood with its laser, but the monster smashes it just before it can fire a tomahawk missile. A Gatling robot attacks next, and Ohga destroys the CIA agent's Osprey in the ensuing fight. Raiga and Ohga clash near Atami Castle, but neither emerges victorious, and they depart the city. So, we mentioned the people and the kaiju. We forgot about the action figures.
Oh, I have that in my notes. Yes. So for those of you who haven't seen the movie, you want to explain what's going on with this?
So every now and then it cuts to these other characters who aren't really doing anything. They're just commenting on stuff, but they are represented by still photographs of action figures.
Yes. So they're like 3 worlds in this film that don't interact with each other. There's the kaiju and the military vehicles that interact with the kaiju.
And the action figure appears to be a white guy.
Yes.
And at points he's talking about or thinking about whatever Quito is up to. And at one point gives the go-ahead to blow everything up. And he's like, forgive me, my friends, And I'm like, yeah, we haven't.
And it's like being done as a voiceover narration because these are literally action figures. So their mouths are not moving.
No.
But yes.
No, it's not even voiceover. I think it's just titles.
It's
just text.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so then the action figures don't directly interact with the humans, which would be weird. And the humans don't, so you have these 3 different worlds.
Yeah. And they don't really advance the plot either.
No.
I don't know why they're there. It's so weird.
Yeah.
The next day, Kohara is demoted for failing to prevent the Gokemi's deployment, while the Prime Minister's casino project proceeds as planned. Well, good for him. Quito and his troops travel to the Minato Defense Force base beneath Tokyo Tower, where Tomo, the Prime Minister's mistress, enlists help in stopping the next kaiju attack. I didn't get what the point of those ladies were.
Although, one thing about that, one of the few funny things in this that I got is somebody mentions that their base is underneath this tower, this landmark, and they say, isn't that a bad idea? Because a kaiju is always going to go for the landmark building. So I thought, I'm guessing this was intended to be a comedy of some sort. Yeah. And again, maybe I missed a lot of the jokes in Japanese, but I thought that was a funny bit.
Yeah, it is very common in kaiju movies for Tokyo Tower to get taken down.
Right. Okay. I suspect
it basically looks like the Eiffel Tower, but painted red and white.
Okay.
When Raiga and Ohga attack Tokyo, they counter the 2 remote-controlled octopus tanks. I don't know why they were called that. They didn't look like octopuses. Their electric pulses seemingly stop Raiga, but he soon regains his footing and obliterates them with his own lightning. There was a lot of text telling us all the stats for these machines.
Right.
Ohga endures ramming attacks by Shinkansen loaded with explosives. Is that just, maybe it's Japanese for like commuter train? I don't know why it's being called that. Anyway, the train's loaded with explosives. Raiga and Ohga clash again as Quito, Nakagawa, and Miyazaki join the battle on foot. Quito is prepared to detonate a plasma photon bomb, which, why didn't you pull that out to start with?
Right.
And it's just the size of like a little bit bigger than a cell phone. It's a little box you can hold in one hand. Anyway, he's going to detonate it beneath the monsters in hopes of killing them both. Samajima Special Forces support him with a howitzer and the shark-shaped NI-26 amphibious combat vehicle. Quito is injured during the chaos, and Miyazaki offers to detonate the bomb instead. And there's this moment. One of the assistants is a female, one's a male. And they start to lean in as he's getting ready to go. And then she's like, no, I don't want to kiss you. He's going to go blow himself up.
Right.
And she won't give him just a little goodbye kiss before he dies. Harsh. Let's see. Terrified of the kaiju, he leaves at 100 meters from their position. The resulting explosion kills all of the soldiers, Raiga, Ohga, and the Prime Minister. But the radioactive fallout creates a new monster, Kuga. He attacks Honolulu, Hawaii, and is opposed by the Earth monster, Deus, who bursts out of a nearby volcano. Well, maybe those aren't the names of the next... I thought those were the creatures from the... No, he's not called Deus. I'm pretty sure the ninja monsters in the next movie were the same monsters from the end of this one.
I don't know.
I don't think those are the right names. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a post-credit thing.
Yeah, there's a extensive post-credit sequence.
Which the way you know that's going to happen if you're watching it streaming is it doesn't start trying to play the next movie right away. It lets the credits run.
If it's a good streaming service.
Yeah. So, that's your tip, folks. Just a general viewing tip.
Right.
If the credits don't get interrupted, then that means there's probably a post-credit scene. So there you have it. It's streaming all over the place. I think I watched it on Prime because it has limited interruptions on Prime. But maybe you want a break.
I watched it on Tubi.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was fine.
So, Delano, what are you going to... How many stars out of 5?
Oh, I would give this a 0. Well, maybe half a star because There was some stuff that I'm not sure if it were if I were a Japanese speaker and understood Japanese culture more. Some of it was amusing, and I think some of it might have been more amusing. Like there is one scene where two characters are sitting next to each other talking about what's going to happen. One of the commander and his subordinate, and she asks a question, and suddenly she has a puppet on her hand that she uses to ask this question. And he answers and then pushes the puppet away, and then there's no further, why was this puppet there?
Right.
There's also a scene with when they go to the other base and there's a bunch of female agents there.
Yeah.
And things get very sort of sexualized.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if that was intended as satire of Japanese sexism or if it was just an example of Japanese sexism. At one point, he calls them what gets translated in the titles as the C word.
Oh, correct.
As
he does.
Rhymes with your favorite Todd Rundgren album. And, I was a little surprised by that. But of course, I have no idea what that word, what it means in Japanese. And if it's, in many of the British-speaking countries, or the C word does not have the same connotation as it does here in the States. And there's a bit where he's staring down her chest, down her cleavage.
Right.
And again, I don't know if that was just sexism or intended as a criticism of sexism. But yeah, so with the caveat that I didn't understand everything that was going on, I would give this half a star. Yeah. Maybe it earns more for a Japanese speaker.
I'm going to give it 1 full star.
Okay.
Just on a just relatively speaking. It didn't make me as angry as an Asylum movie does, although it is objectively worse than an Asylum movie.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the effects. But for some reason, it just didn't make me as angry as an Asylum movie does.
Okay.
So there you go. Okay, folks, that is it for this week. As we said, you can watch it pretty much anywhere. Definitely on Tubi and Prime. Next week, Honeybee should be back, and we're going to be talking about Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts, which is an animated series on Netflix. It's exclusive to Netflix, and it is excellent. Just spoiler, it's going to get a good review from me. So go check that out. It has 3 seasons, and we'll be talking about that next week. So until then, I have been Precious D for Pretentious D. Thanks for joining us. Remember to keep calm and take shelter in basements. Whatever you do, please don't misuse science. We won't see you, but you will hear us next time on Monster Movie Fun Time Go. You've been listening to Monster Movie Fun Time Go. If you enjoyed the show, please consider rating and reviewing us on your podcasting platform of choice. You can leave us a message and find links to all our things at mmftg.com.